Unbelievably, Manchester Sweeney got following season not only won his first race of the season, but went on to win the World Championship first attempt. He also has an outstanding moustache. Back in the late 1940s and early 1950s, F1 was a different beast. Naturally aspirated engines could be up to 4.5 litres compared to today's modern power units capacity of 1.5 litres. Don't let size fool you though, the modern F1 car are the most efficient and fast series. Much of the world is increasingly aware of the same.
Okay guys, hello, welcome to Tuesday Night with Hilly, and we're here with WAOF1 for short qualifying, sprint race, 50% race at Qatar, and let's get a show on the road. So I'm a little bit late joining, let me just turn it down a bit. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit late joining. Evening, Ransdell. Evening, James. Hey, Paella. Hey, Mac. I believe you're the new driver. Welcome, buddy. Evening, Moraj. F1 Pro. Operator, let's do this. I'll be watching from the rear. Ah. Right, who's that driver? There's a driver who's first out. Give you a heads up about tonight, guys. So it's Qatar. Pretty much the whole game since it was noticed. It's been thought that there was a glitch on a sprint race at Qatar, which meant the tyre wear was horrendously bad for the main race. Actually, it turns out it's not a glitch. It's actually because when you add a sprint, it changes the class of tyre for the feature race. So it's actually correct what it does. But there you go. You heard it here first. First two drivers to cross the line are both invalidated. No real surprise around here. There's a Williams on its way if I can find it. There we go. It's Fatal. They're on it. Fatal's on an outlap. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry. They were driving outlap, so it doesn't matter that they invalidated, does it? Go back to Archie. So I assume because I was running late that we probably had already gone on to hot laps, but that wasn't the case. Let's have a good one, says Mark. Yeah, absolutely, and good luck on your debut, buddy. I hope you have a good race. Hope you enjoy it is the main thing. Thank you for the subscription, Whale, which has been gifted to Operator. There you go. You are Operator, so you're already a winner tonight, because you got gifted a sub look for Hilly by Mr. Whale, so thank you for doing that, Whale. That's very kind of you. Archie then. Just coming up to the end of Sector 2. What's his time through the split? 53.177. And we could find the quality times could be exceptionally quick tonight. That is another feature of the sprint race weekend here at Qatar. Because, again, because the class of tyre is a better class in terms of speed, not so good for tyre wear, does tend to lend to faster qualifying times, so we get underway with a 1 minute 20.5. That is a pretty impressive start. Here comes Mamo, 120.178, immediately goes fastest. I'm not going to get to the Williams in time, unfortunately, but Fatal 122.4. Here comes F1 Pro, 1 minute 21.1, goes P3 for the moment. The other Ferrari of James. Into the final corner then. Opens up the steering, DRS open. It's a long straight. You might have noticed when we were watching Archie that he ran out of the RS down the straight, and it will cost him time. I did that myself a few weeks back in qualifying, and it cost me 2/10 off my lap time because I was so much up and then lost 2/10 of what I was up on a straight, so that's how I knew how much it affected me. So gives you an idea. The Floyd's on late lap as well. What about the two Red Bulls? If I can get to them ever. Here we are, Mac then. So debutant tonight, and Ian Marshall. I think they're both debuting tonight actually, both Red Bulls. So Mac 21.5, good start, and Ian Marshall 21.6. Look at that. Two debutants separated by 29 thousandths of a second. Mirage then out the final corner. He looks to do a hilly hot lap as soon as he can. So, I've driven this track quite a bit recently, so you sort of know the track pretty well at the moment. Is that into the pits? I think it is. So, have we got anybody on an out lap? Right. Oh, look at this. Rapid onto the pit straight, then ready to start laps. DRS open. You'll be keeping the car to the left, ready for turn 1. Usually take turn 1. You can take it in 5th, but I think most drivers use 4th. So, but yeah, down to 5th for Rapid. Then open up the steering. You get on the power between on a little straight in between turn 1 and 2. Again, 5th through turn 2. Keep the car to the right and just let it drift out to the left, ready for the double right-hander. So in 6th gear, turn for the first one, and the second one's just a light lift, no brakes required. Then down to 3rd gear for the slowest corner of the lap. Open up the steering, get on the power, throw this car, turn around, down to 5th, down to 4th. Open up the steering again, use plenty of curb on the exit and keep the car over to the left with a flat out right-hander. This takes us up for this really fast left-hander, down to 4th, but open up the steering and get on the power very, very quickly. Move the car over to the left, ready for the fast right-handers. First one's flat out, second one's flat out in Quali, definitely. And third one can be flat out, it does depend on your setup a little bit though. Slight lift going into the left-hander. Open up the steering on the power, down to the final corner. Throw the car in, 5th gear for Rapid, some people use 4th. No right or wrong way in that sense, but look, deploy use, that wheel costing 2/10 down the straight. And over the line, 120.6, would have been a 120.4, and he's P3, but would have been P2 if he hadn't run out of energy. Deploy, not run out of energy, he had plenty of energy, but he ran out of deploy for the lap. Here's Floyd. Just crossing the line there was one of the Alphas, but neither Alpha registered a time. I believe it's F. Lewis going on to a lap. Floyd improves by 1.5 seconds up to P9, 121.7. Is that Merc or Alpine, whichever it is? I think it's a Merc. Yeah, Archie acts on 8 laps, so he's just coming round. I think Ozers is on a lap here, so just coming out the final corner. Ozers 121.3. The Alpine then of Sniper. He's going to be quick. Not a good banker from F1 Pro. It wasn't a bad one, mate. It wasn't bad. Something to build on. It gives you a good delta. My 1 lap pace here is terrible. So it's a really difficult track, Fatal, in all fairness, mate. So I wouldn't beat yourself up about that. You've always been about your race pace in a way, which is usually very competitive. Mac, just like old times, which league did you used to know each other in then, Mac? Here's the other Alpha and Male of F. Lewis. Out the final corner. I understand it was a long time ago, remember what cars he said. So yeah, what league was it? It was Archie then. Don't have a delta time on him, so can't say if he's up or down, but he's going for the line, which is usually a good sign if he's up. But again, deploy used. People not turning their energy off in sector 2. Calling a second up though from Archie, improvement 120.2, but again, that probably would have been a 120.0 something if he hadn't run out of deploy. Who have we got here? It's an Alpine, I believe. The round is this for it's an in-lap from Sniper. 120.008, by the way, Sniper did. Williams coming round, even validated. That's Fatal. I think he's on an in-lap in a way, but he's invalidated. What else we got here? Ransdell, the other Mercedes. Evening, Connor. How's your dad do it? Oh, he hasn't done a lap yet. Not missed anything there. IFC. Oh, IFC. That was the name of it. I was thinking, what does IFC stand for? Like, you know, an acronym sort of thing. I was like, what does that stand for? And then I realised that's the name of the league. Okay. I helped make that league. Carsey was an admin. We used to race every week. Me and Carsey were in BRT, as I like to call it, Burt. Fair enough. Very nice. Back then was did Carsey ever actually do anything as an admin? Because he don't do anything now. He's an admin in WAOF1, but he doesn't actually do anything. He's just there to well, I'd say to look good, but. Let's go to him now, actually, he is on track. So if in his spots, he should be turning... Oh no, we've missed it. We've missed the bit where he would have turned the energy off. So, I'm just going to point it out to you. But yeah, there's a little bit in Sector 2 where you... well, it's pretty much where the Sector 2 split is, so to go on to Sector 2. So it's that area there. You just need to turn your energy off a little bit, and then you'll be able to have energy all the way down the pit straight, which is also a lot more valuable to you than when you're going for corners. So, actually pushing those limits, as you always expect from him. Found out very, very late that he was actually always invalidated out the final corner. That's an unusual mistake. What would he have set? 1:19.7, so would have been fastest by about 3 tenths. There's Jeffinault, he's just heading for the line. Jeffinault 1:22.0 goes P14. Let's go back down to Whale. Oh, if you'd like a prediction, we could do a prediction. Hayden, certainly. Let me just turn the laptop on, buddy, and I'll once I've got the laptop up, I'll do a prediction. We'll do it for the main race, and because that way I can have it, so people can be putting it on throughout the sprint. I'll tell you what, we've got 2 debutants tonight, both in the Red Bulls, Mac and I Am Marshall. So I fancy that we might do something with those two tonight. Well, P15 then 1:22.1, 22.4 for Fatal. One of the Red Bulls just crossed the line. That was Mac, goes up to P8, 1:21.3. Who have we got next? Is a Towery on its way. His operator. Oh, just running that a bit wide on the final corner. Got away without the invalidation because he really decreased the speed, but I think that's probably going to kill his lap time. Yeah, doesn't improve. Look, he's lost all of that in the final corner, I think. So he knows where the time is for him to gain in a way and get a bit closer to Fatal. Right, so I think Mirage has just gone on to a lap. No, he hasn't. He's done 3 laps on those tyres. They'll be absolutely dead. Whale we know's on an in lap. So Fatal, nice improvement, nearly 7 tenths. He's jumped up to P12. Good lap, Fatal. Anybody else? He's clearly down. Operator having another go? No, he's not. So I think we're going to be looking at somebody on an outlap now. We've got McLaren and Vatikaki, and we've got Floyd. Oh, that's the wrong house. It's the other house that's further around. Raj. So, in that case then, I think Vatikaki will be next. With him, personal best so far of 1:22.3. I see it was a decent admin then. But then again, we'll have more time. He's got plenty of time. He sleeps all day, don't you know that? Paella, oh, is Carsey going to get a lap in? Ooh. He's on his way out now. I can see his little orange dot moving out the pits. So here comes Ratikaki and the other McLaren then. To start a lap. As I continue to try and open the laptop and stream up on the laptop so that I can do a prediction. That's the end of sector 1 then for Vatikaki. Just a tenth and a half up. He's in closer to Whale. He's 16. So usually we'd be looking at those guys on a drop zone at this point, but it is short qualifying tonight, so it's all or nothing really now. No time to pit again now, so lap people are either on or about to go on to is going to be the last. Fatty, the front tried to, or the rear tried to step out a little bit, and it's causing invalidation, and he's not got enough energy. He's got enough time, I think. He might be able to do a cool-down lap if he's got enough fuel. So, operator into the pits. He's finished. Alfa Romeo is Ozer's on an out lap, so let's go to him. Although I think Archie might be on one. Yeah, here he is. Currently sat at P3 on a 120.256. So, Rapid. Sorry, Archie. Shocking. Shocking. He comes up to the end of sector 2 then, Archie. How's he getting on? He's just over a tenth up. That would put him ahead of Mamo, as it stands. Oh, he's round! Oh, into the wall. Somehow keeps everything intact by the looks of it, but that is lap finished. He was definitely on for P2, and if he could have found a bit more, he might have been able to go for pole. That's definitely the end of that. Right, let's get down then. Here comes Ozer's same corner now as Archie drops it. He's just recovering, as you can see, to the pits. There's a McLaren behind us. I don't know which one that is. I think it's car seat. Now, 120.9 from Ozers improves by 4 attempts up to P6. Now, the one behind Ozers was Ratikaki, but Carsey's going to the final corner now. That's very invalidated last time. He's not done that this time. So surely 19.469, guys. Beautiful lap. And that is pole position. Sniper is improving, but he's only half a tenth up. He's going to nip into the 19s. I think that's what he was really looking for. And what he said earlier on. So yeah, 119.9. The driver's crossing the line, but I can't find him. Here's Mamo's going to get a tow off of James to the line. As much as you can. Yes, to the inside. Mamo P3, also in the 19s, 19.990. James P6, 120.6. And I think that is it. With just Floyd's just going into the pits, but that is it, guys. Everybody else has the checkered flag. We will do a full rundown. Hey, Curly, thank you very much. And I think I've already done that yours, but if not, I'll make sure I do it on Thursday, buddy. Wow, says Paella, not a great lap, man. Not one a bad one either, Mac. 21-1 isn't bad. And F1 Pro, I'd say P8. Yeah, done well there, man. So 3 drivers in the 19s is exceptional. Carsey's lap's ridiculous. And then Archie on a 20.2. He may well have gotten to the 19s if he hadn't have crashed at the penultimate corner. Oh, we'll see, Fatal. We'll see. You often say that and then do better. That's all it takes around here, Mac. Small mistake. It's a very unforgiving track. I love it though. I reckon it's the best thing about this year's game is the addition of Qatar, because it's just such a great track. I'll just scroll through these guys. Congratulations to Carsey on pole, Sniper second, and Mamo P3. That's your top three. But as I say, I'll do a proper grid rundown at on the formation lap. Not sure why Dark Mark's not set a time. There we go. I didn't actually see him come out on track, but I might have just missed that. That is all the instance on the one page there. People exceeding track limits or speeding in the pit lane, etc., etc. Can't see anything there that the stewards might need, but just in case. There we go. I've done about 5 laps total of practice. Getting out of Q2 will be tough. Yeah, no. This is what happens when you come late to the party, Mirage. There is no Q2. It is a sprint week. So, right, let's do the prediction then. I fancy doing something involving the 2 debutantes. So, they are the 2 Red Bulls. So, will both Red Bulls finish top? They've qualified in 11th and 12th, haven't they? So let's say 12th. So will both Red Bulls finish top 12? There you go. That is your prediction, and it is either yes or no. So obviously being debutants, we don't know a huge amount about them. That is in the main race, guys, not the sprint. So we've got a sprint, so I should give you. I'll give you the full 30 minutes. I don't see any reason why not. There you go. So that's up and running, guys. Get your predictions in. Hopefully we'll have somebody going on either yes or well on both, so that we get an actual prediction. Hi Apple, welcome. No pressure, please, says Matt. I don't think that's putting too much pressure. Oh, your dad was on the phone, Connor. Okay, well, let's hope he's back for sprint. Apple's still trying to recover from a shocker on Friday. Well, never mind, mate. No, never mind. Has there been a time put in the... They usually tell you what time in the chat, but it doesn't look like they have. So I just forget to do it. I've got a full coffee anyway, I don't need another one. Yeah, Apple, I know what you mean. But, there we go. Right then. We've got our prediction up. I've got everything else up that I can have. Ooh, and we've already got people putting on yes and no, so it's definitely going ahead, the prediction. I will say, for you, Mac, it is very much more in favour of the yeses at the moment, you'll be glad to hear. 13,100 on yes, 2,300 on no at the moment. So, people have confidence in the two of you. 2,000... Yeah, 2,300 is right. Oh, you voted yes, okay. What's going on now? Right then, so onto the formation lap then. Just get details up. Okay, so for the Sprint race, Carsey will start on pole alongside Sniper Monkey in P2. Mamo and Archie 3rd and 4th, while Rapid starts 5th alongside James in 6th. Ransdall and F1 Pro make up the 4th row of the grid, with Wales starting P9 and Ozers ranking out the top 10. I Am Marshall and Mack in the 2 Red Bulls 11th and 12th. Jeffinault starts P13 alongside the first of 2 Hasses and Raj. Floyd Pink in the 2nd, starting P15 alongside Fatal. F. Lewis and Vati Kaki on the 9th row of the grid, while Operator starts alongside Dark Mark, who unfortunately was on the phone and didn't get a time set in qualifying. So they start on the back row. Tyres, going to play a huge part tonight, guys, are the tyres. So as you can see, 17 of the 20 drivers have opted for mediums for the sprint race, but Carsey, Sniper Monkey and Archie have opted for the hards. And you might think, why would you go hards in a sprint race? And this is because the tyre wear expectations tonight are so harsh that the main feature race is almost certainly going to be a 2-stop race. So I would guess that those guys are aiming to go medium, soft. Thanks, Dad. No, they won't be able to do that, will they? Why would they be using hards in a sprint race? You don't get... It takes away a set of mediums from a sprint race. No, I'm confused. Yeah, good luck, Mac. Have a good one. Let me just snooze that ad break a minute that's incoming, because I don't want to miss the start of the sprint. Okay, so longest of runs down to turn 1, even though the pit straight is long itself, but all the lights are on. Away we go for the sprint in Qatar. James gets off to a really good start. Can he find some room on the inside in that Ferrari? He's on the inside of the Alpine. The Alpine turns in. Oh, what's happened? No, he is okay, James. He is there. Nothing's gone wrong. Seems to be okay at the moment. So Sniper Monkey gets ahead of Carsey at the start and leads the way. Carsey P2. 2 Ferraris then. James up the 4th now. Mamo 3, James 4. Still lots and lots going on through the field. Rapid up to 6th. Oh, Archie drops. Is there a problem? I Am Marshall picks up 3 seconds. Looks like both Red Bulls have had a difficult start, unfortunately. He's got another 3 seconds. I'm not sure what's going on there. Bit strange. Anyway, let's move back up to the front. So a really good start for Ferrari. Let's just bring up the position changes to see who else. F. Lewis for Alfa Romeo up 5 places. That is Dark Mark from the very back up to 15th. 3-place game for Fatal and Mirage as well, and a couple of places for James and Ransdall. Biggest drop, 7 places from Mack in the Red Bull from 12th to 19th. 5 for I Am Marshall and the other Red Bull, and Archie's down 5 as well. Carsey has a look to the inside. Is he going for this? He does seem to be. Let's go on board. Yeah, it is Hayden, but it's going to be a real tyre destroyer in the feature race, and by doing this, because I'm sure it takes away a set of mediums from you for sprint. So they will have used a set of hards and lose a set of mediums. I believe that's right. Unless it's something to do with your tyres, you select at the start, you can change. I guess you can change your tyre loadout, can't you? So perhaps it's something to do with that. I don't know. I don't really ever sort of fiddle about with that. I just leave it as it is. Rapid, very close to the back of Ransdall. round. Ozer's on the back of Archie. Very close to out at the moment, in all fairness, isn't it? Looking down the field, I've just realised that there is no 1 second gaps at this stage of the race. There's not one 1 second gap so far. Everybody within DRS of the car ahead, which will of course activate as they cross the line. As we head on to lap 3. What a move here, Archie, the inside of Whale on the pit straight. Look how much energy Archie's used. He's down to 16%. Whale in the 50s. So you'd fancy that Whale will probably get a chance to take that back. But Archie, of course, very, very fast. So our first 1 second gaps appeared between 17th and 18th. Jeff Norton Vatikaki. So, may give Matt the opportunity on Vatikaki. So actually, let's move to that. I know it's for further down, but it's probably our best opportunity at the moment. That said, I think really I do need to go to the pit straight and watch down here at anybody. Oh, somebody's rang! That's Ozers! Ozers is into the pit wall and his whole front wing is gone. Gets himself off the track. Down to the back. It is a virtual safety car, so any overtaking attempts that were going on have had to be cancelled. And now drivers need to be just a bit careful not to pick up a drive-through. Very easy to do under VSC. Ozers is going to have to drive the whole lap and recover to the pits. He would have wanted a full safety car ideally. We do have an ad break coming up, guys. I will let that one go. Let that one run, I mean. So let me just go back to tyres so you can see that. But obviously, Ozers is going to have to change here. I wouldn't be personally, if I was Ozers. I know I often sort of say that I wish drivers wouldn't do it, but I think if I was Ozers, it's a bit different in a sprint race. I would retire the car in the pits and start from the back in the race, rather than using an extra set of tyres. That's just, I just choose to do that because the likelihood of a full safety car coming out is very, very low. So it's a bit different. Yeah, Archie's done it. Look, Archie obviously needed to pit, and so he's taking the opportunity to retire, and he'll just start further down, obviously at the back, basically, in the feature race. So it's a bit different, isn't it? In he's just left the session as well, Archie. Yeah.
Shoot that bloody thing. There you go, they'll shoot the fucking thing.
Okay. Right. So Archie's car is retired. Ozers hasn't actually been into the pits. I don't know whether he's just going to continue to go round then. He just doesn't. He doesn't want to use a set of tyres. I'm sure that's the reason. But anyway, back to the front. Sorry if I went a bit quiet there. I was just reading what was going going on. I think something's happened for Archie. That's why he's retired and left the session. I have asked him to retire in the main race, but he may not be able to. I'm not sure. Anyway, Carsey attacks Sniper, but can't get it done this time round. The RS is active, remember, because it was only a virtual safety car, so it would have stayed active. The dad's calling the cat in the background.
Oi! Stop it! Come on!
Scratching the furniture.
Come on! Sit.
There it is. She's up. She's up. Oh no, Lewis! Lewis is gone, and this could be the full safety car. It is. Well, good news for Rosers. Although, very bitter news because it's his teammate who is gone and has caused it, so it's not really good news, is it? Would be better off having his teammate staying where he was and being competitive for the race as well. What do you want, Cat? No, you cannot go up that side. Down, please. And you knock me coffee all over the place again.
Put it all over. Well.
He's a young cat, you're still training there. Actually, she's not that young, she's about 3.5. So, she was a stray her whole life, so she's not trained to be indoors. We're doing our best for her. Right, so quite a lot of drivers taking the opportunity to pit the softs. Can't blame them. But again, you need to get a bit careful about tyres. The tyre wear is going to be super high for the feature race. I wonder if anybody's tried to actually set up in a low tyre wear sort of way in order to try and one-stop this race. It was quite a long pit stop, so if somebody could put it off. Yeah, indeed, Hayden. It should help the medium runners. So, yeah, if somebody in the main race could pull off a one-stop by actually setting their car up, so they'll be a bit slower on pace, but they're set up for a low downforce in order to do a one-stop. It could pay off. Be interesting to see if anybody does manage it. Really expecting it to be a two-stop race though. Floyd picks up 3 seconds there, and just double checking those pens. 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. So those just pit. Yeah, he did pit. He's put a set of hard boots on. Sniper dummies a pit stop. I think Carsey would have just been like, "Yeah, you carry on, mate. You pit now. You're going to drop down to like P18 or something, P17." I don't know, Curly, because we're only going to have the 2 laps of racing. There's going to be no DRS. So, I think personally, I think I'd have done the same thing. I'd have just stayed there. So it's about saving your tyres as well for the feature race. If I'm honest, I'm surprised that many people have pitted to softs. Okay, only 5 out of the 18, but Ozers has caught the back of the safety car. It would have come in this lap in a way, because it has to give the 2 clear laps of racing. So we'll go head to head then between Sniper and Carsey. Can either of the Ferraris catch them out? 2 Ferraris, Mamo and James, that, like the real life Ferrari drivers, have been super close. throughout the season. I think the real life drivers, we all know Leclerc's pace is superior to Sainz, but Sainz consistency and ability to look after his tyres, things like that, is what gets him the results in the races. That I think he's been outshining Leclerc somewhat in the last couple of years. What lap are we on, Archie? We are on lap 8, going on to lap 9. Tell him. Lap 9. My brother's in a Red Bull and I know how you dress. Oh, Mamo! Oh dear! Mamo off track. He needs to get this back on. I don't know whether Mirage will be allowed to keep that place.
You know what? I'm there.
Or not. You know, he's got to slow down, look, and let him through. And Fatal trying to take full advantage of that, and so he should. Fatal to the inside for turn 2. But we'll be on the outside for the 2 right-handers here, so I think that's going to mean that Mirage does hold that place, but that was almost so clever from Fatal. Yeah, unfortunately for Mirage, Mamo just about got on the track in time. I don't know what he did for Wales as well, because Wales dropped below Mamo, so perhaps he got told to give it back as well. Too short. That's done with calling the cat in the background. He's now choking. So, Sniper and Carsey showing that those hards probably are superior to the mediums right now. It's Rapid, he's making use of those soft tyres. Let's go down there because probably a good one to watch right now. Carsey, I've got to say, surely is too far back from Sniper. 6/10 going on to the straight. Transient Sniper will defend that. And he does, easily. So here it comes. Rapid, able to really throw the car in with those fresh softs. And up into P9 he goes. Off-Raider getting ahead of Vatikaki, who's going to lose it. I think is he to Floyd as well. It's all tight, still side by side. Still side by side going into the 2 right-handers. I think Floyd is going to hold this around the outside. He does indeed. Now Ozers is having a look as well. So we've seen those little moments there. Vatikaki got 3 seconds. He didn't look very wide on the screen, did he? Let's go up to the leaders now. Ransdell's gotten up into 3rd place. Mack going. Well, the 2 Red Bulls are fighting. As one is Curly's brother. I've got to go to that. But no, we need to go to the leaders, guys, because we are coming down now to the final corner. What's the difference? Sniper's got an energy advantage. Sniper's got an energy advantage, so unless the slipstream turns out to be absolutely incredible, which it isn't, then Sniper will take the sprint win and pole position in Qatar. Carsey P2, Ramsdell 3, Mamo 4, Rapid 5th in the end. What a run laid on there from Rapid on the softs. The other one really to really get through. Dark Mark did alright, going up to P11. At 9 places all in all in the sprint, Dark Mark, so he's done quite well there. Remember the scoring in the sprint here in WAOF1 is 10 points for first, going down to 1 point for 10th. That's how we do it here. So ignore what's on your screen there. It's 10 points for Sniper, 9 Carsey, 8 Ransdell, 7 for Mamo, 6 for Rapid, 5 for Wales, 4 for Mirage, 3 for James. I don't know what happens to James. 3 for James, 2 for F1 Pro, and 1 point for Fatal Defiance. Well done, Fatal. Picking up a point in the sprint, and we'll start P10 as well. So I think tonight's already going better than Fatal would actually envisaged it going. So, well done, mate. Incidents. Just scroll through these, and that's just for the stewards, just in case they need them for any tickets. Okay, guys, we will take a 5-minute break. So, message has gone out in the chat. Race start is 8:55. Do not ready up, as it will actually ruin the race. So please do not ready up. Other than that, guys, I will be back in a few minutes, ready for the formation lap. I'm just going to grab myself a coffee, so I'll be back shortly. Right, guys, back with you, and we are building up now to the feature race. Oh, something's happened to my chair. It's moving me backwards. I don't want to go backwards. Why is it doing this? Right. Sorry guys, just bear with me a minute. My chair's why is my chair doing this? Ah, it stopped it. I don't know. I don't even know what I did to stop it, but it stopped it. Right. Back with you properly. We're just waiting for start time, which we're coming up to now. A little bit of a love-in between Mirage and Fatal. So,
I get well.
prediction then, very much in favour of the yeses. It's like, they're not both in the top 12 at the moment, but... Sorry, excuse me. Not both in the top 12 at the moment, but a long, long way to go. Long, long way to go. Misty. Misty. What are you doing, Misty? Ah! Get back. Back. Misty. Huh. We're gonna fight. Me and the cat. She won. Yeah, good luck to you too, Mac. Godspeed to you too, Mirage. Good luck, everybody. So off onto the formation that they go, and we'll do the grid rundown and tire check again. So this time we have Sniper Monkey starting on pole, car CP2. Ransdell starts in 3 alongside Mamo in 4. Rapid up to P5 for the feature race start. Wales starting in P6. Mirage and James make up the 4th row of the grid, while F1 Pro starts P9 and Fatal in 10. Dark Mark and Mac make up 11 and 12, while Ozers and Operator make up the 7th row of the grid. I am Marshall for Red Bull starts in P15 alongside Floyd Pink of Haas. The Jeffernaut for Williams starts P17 alongside Vati Kaki and McLaren. F. Lewis and Archie make up the back row of the grid. We may see, just so people are aware, we may see Archie have to pull off track into the pits to retire, guys. So just a heads up that might happen. Okay, so did say there's a chance he might be able to carry on, but he may not be able to. So really interesting strategy differences, Paella. So Sniper Monkey on pole, starting on the hard tyre, while Carcy in P2 is starting on the softs. Then Ransdell on the hards, Mamo on the mediums. I may as well go through them because there's such changes. Rapid on the hards in P5, Whale on the softs, hards for Mirage and James, mediums for Pro, hards for Fatal, Dark Mark and Mac in 10, 11 and 12. Ozers then on the softs, Operator, Marshall, Floyd Pink and Jeffernaut all on the hards, Vatikaki, F. Lewis on softs with Archie on mediums at the back. So we don't know what's happening with Archie, so if he was to have to retire out, then potentially it's only Mamo and F1 Pro starting on mediums. We are expecting a 2-stop race, guys, so that is the expectations tonight. I'd be amazed if nobody tries to one-stop it. I'll be absolutely shocked if nobody does it. Or tries it at least. It can be done. I can tell you that now. It's definitely doable. It's just whether it's fast or not, and that's the problem. I would have thought so, Hayden. I can't see him lasting very long at all. Darcy presumably is to get ahead of Sniper. All the lights are on. Short pulls and up they go. We are go, go, go at Qatar. And again, the Ferrari up in P4. Mamo seemed to get off to a good start. And Darcy is alongside Sniper, and he does take the lead into turn 1. Looks like Mamo's going to take P3, although Ransel is still there side by side. Yeah, around the outside. At 2 goes Mamo and into P3. Looks like we got somebody dropping. Have we? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think Max dropped a little bit, but I can't see any obvious signs of damage. I think he's just had a poor start. He's down to 18 now. But anyway, let's go up the order. So Wales starting on the softs is up to P4. What a start from him. Position changes, he's up 2. Biggest gainers, F. Lewis and Archie are both up 6 places. So it looks like Archie is going to try and continue. We'll see. Let's see. See him take off to the pits, and we know that it was possible he could. Just having a look down here, Jeffinault has lost an end plate. Yeah, and Vatikaki. So both Jeffinault and Vatikaki have both lost their right end plates. That will require a pit stop. But is there anybody else heading for the pits at the end of lap 1? I can't see anybody. So, no. Looks like everybody else is okay. To the inside then goes Ransdell on Whale. Rapid's having a look as well. And it looks like Rapid's got through. So Whale drops 2 places to Ransdell and Rapid. Nice moves from those guys. Up there you go. Let's go straight back to the tyres actually. And you can see that there's 2 hard drivers already getting past soft driver at the end of lap 1. Started lap 2. Seems a bit strange. You'd have thought, well, straight line speed with the extra grip that those softs give would have been good enough to fight that off. But at the moment, RC has pulled a second to Sniper, but it looks to me like he's struggling to keep that second though. Let's see. I mean, if the softs are starting to struggle already, then that's just extraordinary. Surely they can't be. We're lap and a half into, well, coming up to 2 laps into the race. And softs do not exactly look to be performing the way you'd expect them to at this stage. Good night, Dad. So, on to the pit straight. Is F1 Pro going to get a run on Whale? This time round, overtake is on. Switches it off now and does get a run with the slipstream. We'll go into turn 1 and is able to on the inside. Oh, we get a little moment from Rapid just ahead of us. That stops F1 making a move, and Ransdell holds him off. But Whale holds him off. But the main thing was there, they both managed to avoid Rapid, who had a little oversteery moment coming out of turn 1. A bit further down, Oza's getting past Fatal for P12. Again, that's a softs on the hards at this point, although Fatal is a bit wide, allowing F. Lewis through as well. And that could be because those guys are on soft that Fatal's opting not to battle them at this stage of the race. And now he's with other guys on hard, so we'll see. But at the moment, Percy's pulled a bit more out, another 6 tenths, but again, it's softs over hards. You'd have fancied anywhere else pretty much, if it was soft against hard at the start of the race, you'd fancy Carsey being 3 or 4 seconds up the road by now. Such is the wear around here. It's just not doing it. Has Whale got DRS? Yes, he has. Just F1 Pro looks like he's gonna get an opportunity in a way. He does look like he's probably running the lower downforce than Whale. Whale is defending in such a way to have the inside of turn 1. Just about leaves enough room, and that will mean that F1 Pro has the inside of turn 2. And that move is done. And in fact, well, momentarily there, it looked like Well was going under a bit of pressure from Rapid as well. That's very true, Hayden. So yeah, remember they are on full fuel at this stage, so that will be putting extra weight and extra pressure on those soft tyres to perform at this stage. Hey Turbo, thank you for joining. And Paella, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You've got to take into account it's a 2-stop we're expecting. So yeah, lap 7 or 8 would make sense. So I'm still convinced that somebody's going to at least one person will try and one-stop this. So, well, just runs a little bit wide. I reckon he probably got a warning there. And I think that might leave him vulnerable here to Rapid. We did get DRS though, but still, well, just does not have the straight line speed. Side by side then into turn 1, but Rapid able to take advantage of that. Definitely looked like he had more grip there for me. He's now pulled the lead to about 2.3 seconds. And Mamo staying with Sniper at the moment, by the way. It's just gone over a second, just to say that pretty much. But Mamo's staying there. Looks like we got a yellow flag, and it's a VSC, and I'm not shocked. It's a front wing loss for F. Lewis. So VSC is pretty nicely off track. In all fairness, I think in real life this would be dealt with in a matter of seconds, because it's right in a place where the stewards would be able to recover that, or the marshals, sorry, would be able to recover that immediately. No debris on track to clear, so should be a quick VSC, but surely Carsey will pit. Yeah, as long as that VSC was still out when he reached the pit lane, there was no way he wasn't going to pit. And in Sniper comes as well. Well, I was surprised to see Sniper in. Mamo goes through and takes the lead of the race. Surely this VSC won't last the whole pit stop. Well, it has. It has for Carsey. And it has for Sniper. Be careful on your re-entry to the track. They're going to drop right down the order. But look, Carsey comes out P11. Sniper comes out P14. They're both on medium tyres. But Carsey is going to be looking to, well, they're both going to be looking to chop their way through the field as quick as possible. There is a driver around further up the road, and I believe that was F1 Pro. Oh no, it's James. It's James in the Ferrari. I swear it was F1 Pro first initially. Carsey now up to P8. It's got a few seconds to drive into now. And Sniper's just got past Floyd, and he's got a little bit to catch up. Just go up near the front then, because Rapid closing in on Randstall. So medium to the end, Paella. It's, yeah, the mediums will not like doing that. So yeah, I know that's basically 12 laps for each stint. But my question is, do they have 2 sets of mediums? Because it usually takes a set off you from the sprint. I don't even know if they've got that available to them. So Rapid not able to get past Ransell that time round, but he's edged that little bit closer again. Carsey now comes onto the back of F1 Pro. Well, let's just, I'll keep that battle in mind for when we get back around to the straight again, but let's just throughout the lap, we're more likely to see overtakes from Carsey and Sniper. Sniper, by the way, is into P9. He's the car behind. That is Sniper in the background. As we got yellow flags, it's the same place, somebody off. And it's Archie who is off. Same place as James, but off the track. I think Carsey's just been told to give that place back, but F1 Pro was not expecting that. And hit the back of him. That is because there was yellow flags out for Archie's spin. So he was told to give the place back. Sorry, let's just go to rapid. DRS open, but he's not going to be able to get past. It's again here, Carsey then on F1 Pro. Through he goes. Oh, Rapid has gone past Ransdale. He's done that from he was miles back. There's all sorts of battles going on. Dark Mark on the back of Mirage. Shout out to Dark Mark, by the way, up to P5. And we started the sprint race at P20 as he was on a phone call at the time of qualifying and was unable to set a time, set a lap. I'll be honest, Paella, that would be going through my mind. I would be saying to myself, I could genuinely win this race if I can get to the pit stop before those guys catch me. I mean, I won't be able to win the race because they'll still catch me at some point later on, but Mamo might be able to. So through goes Carsey on Dark Mark. Ride through Butter at the moment, going through the field. Simply because of the better tyres. So, who else we got in the moment then? Well, we'll stick here in a moment because I think Carsey certainly going to go past Mirage here. And that he does. Up now into P4. And in total, he's around about 9.5 seconds behind Mamo at this stage. So that is about what the gap is. Now, if Mamo was to try and one-stop this, I would assume the pit lap would be around about lap 13, maybe lap 12. So we're on lap 9 at the moment, and believe you me, that gap will disappear. The tyre difference the way it is right now. What you've got to bear in mind is that when Mamo pits, of course, he will then have a fresh tyre advantage for a while. And then the advantage will, of course, swing back the other way later in the race. Yeah, I agree, Payet. I think it would make it interesting. It would be interesting to see how that comes out. It's just whether it's even a viable option. Carsey then up to P3. Sniper up to P5. As I say, they are absolutely carving their way through the field. There's just nothing anybody can do. I mean, I might be feeling, well, we're not going to, you know, because they might be saying to themselves, it's not really my battle. I don't particularly want to try and battle him because they're not my battle. So there we go then. So the gap is now 7.4, about a lap after I said it was 9.5. So the gap is dropping so quickly. And I think if Mamo was to pit lap 13, I think he'd be pitting basically with Carsey right on him. So a little bit further down, Whale gets past James. As Whale has done the same thing by pitting to the hard tyres under the safety guard, under the virtual. So James very deep into the slow left-hander there, but not a lot he can do now. He's on much more worn tyres than Whale. Let's go to Sniper then. Yeah, that battle behind is an interesting one, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Surely Sniper here will be looking to get past Ransdell. He's hoping to get Rapid as well, but the straight just ran out on him. Needs to be careful. Outside of the two right-handers. Yeah, asking a lot of the other driver to making moves there, I think, but Sniper, obviously, his sights are on car seat. He's not really got his sights on anything else. His sights are on car seat, and that's it. So he knows if he's going to have any chance of taking car seat on today, he had to get past those drivers as quick as possible. Now, where else was I? Dark Mark and Mirage, I thought was looking like a tasty battle as well. Although you might understand Dark Mark maybe opting just to stay on the back of Mirage here rather than battle him. Yeah, you're right, Paolo. It's pretty good so far. Into the pits comes Mamo at the end of lap 11. Now, if he's going to hards, then I think he's one stop in. No, it's softs. So that tells us, doesn't it? That's Mamo basically saying there is just no way that you're one stop in this race with any real speed. So still, we've got plenty of drivers there. Six drivers, who started on softs now from 3rd to 8th. Started on hards, so someone from that group might look to one-stop it. It definitely makes it a two-horse race, really, between Carsey and Sniper. And we've got yellow flags, and it is a McLaren of Vatikaki. I'm not sure what's happened to him, but whatever it is. Oh, he's got a puncture. He's got a puncture. It's the left front. Okay, well, on lap 9 on the softs, you get a puncture, guys, on your front lefts. That's good information for us. I say that, Jeffinault has actually completed 10 laps on his softs, so it's clearly not a guaranteed thing. But it does tell us that Jeffinault is maybe running on very, very thin ice right now. The hards. I'm really struggling to understand what's going on there, but I couldn't understand the life of me why he was causing yellow flags as he was driving around, and I suddenly saw the tyre hanging off. James is back into the pits, or just into the pits. I'm not sure it's back in. And he goes from hards to mediums. So at the moment, in terms of the prediction, guys, your Red Bull runners are currently running in P8 and P9. These are those two. So far so good, although both, of course, do still need to make a pit stop. The ghosted McLaren there is Vatikaki after having stopped following that puncture. Oh, Carsey, 3 seconds. That's one for the scrapbook. You don't see that very often. Carsey picks up 3 seconds as Jeffinault exits the pits, having ditched his soft tyres. I think they are, Paella. I think they are. They've got to at this point. They're on lap 14 now. So, well, in comes one of them. Rapid is in. So surely he's not then. He's going to go mediums? Yeah, he is going mediums, so yellow rimmed tyres going on. So that for me, that's too early, so he must be two-stopping Rapid, because that's too early to one-stop it. I think they need to be completing 16 laps to have a chance of one-stopping it. So that's Ransdell. Ransdell off track. He's got a puncture on the hards. He's got a puncture front left again. And that's on the hard tyre that completed 13 laps. Oh, he's got ages to go to get back to the pits as well. He's still in sector... Well, he's right at the start of sector 2. Absolute nightmare. But that does mean that Mirage and Dartmouth must be very, very close. And this sort of corner will hurt the left-hand tyres. Managed to make it. Oh, Mirage is staying out. Dartmark is in. Perhaps Dartmark could hear me about the puncture. In comes Mirage. And this is ruining Ransdell's race as he now drops to P13. And he's on the penultimate corner just before the pits. Absolutely race destroying that one. Second puncture of the race already. It also tells us that Classy and Sniper must be getting reasonably close to a pit stop. Mirage. He must be having to nurse these tyres. Yeah, look, Mamo. Well, Mamo's on fresh sauce, of course, but you don't want to be sat in that dirty air, Mirage. I think he's still got grandeurs of one stop. But oh, goodness, I thought he was going to the left to stay out again. But no, in comes Mirage. The final driver to pit for the first time this evening. So he made his tyres last the longest. Well done, Mirage. So I feel like that's like a little bit of a feat around here today. On to medium tyres then. For him. And it's not too bad. There's Dartmark. So he's not lost that much ground. Obviously Dartmark was just behind him when he pitted, but he's not lost, well, I say he's not lost too much actually. He's lost, considering he was the car in front, he's actually lost about 4 seconds in one lap, hasn't he? And he's got to get those mediums up to temperature yet. As Whale drops a couple of places, but again his tyres are at the back end of their stint, as are Oozers, who's just behind Whale. That battle ahead, by the way, was Rapid and Archie. And you fancy that Rapid's tyres must be a lot stronger than Archie's right now. How's our Red Bull boys doing then? They are P11 and P14, but both drivers have not long made a pit stop, so they're going along pretty nicely. So, DRS opens for Rapid then, picks up the slipstream as well. Doesn't really need to be using any energy to make this move. Just behind that we've got Ozers going to the inside of Whale. Up the inside goes Ozers. Ozers slips it up the inside of Whale. As I think that was Dartmark in the background maybe as well. I'm not sure actually, was it Dartmark? Not sure, I feel like I saw something in the background. But Dartmark all over the back of F1 Pro now. That might go along very, very nicely, I have to say. He's looking like he's going to make it very, very difficult for me to not to give him a driver of the day. Well, Carsey has gone to... and Sniper, they've both gone to soft tyres. Well, that's interesting. We've seen somebody get a puncture on lap 9 with soft tyres, and they need to complete 12 laps on those softs. They may need to pit again, guys. There is a chance they might need to pit again. Obviously, the fuel loads will be lighter, but if they try and take too much out of those tyres, then they are going to definitely need to pit again. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder if they realise that somebody's already had a puncture on lap 9 with soft tyres. Sniper gets past Archie. No value for Archie to battle that. We do have something going on. Look at who it is. It's F1 Pro. What's happening for F1 Pro here? I think he's just been off track. I think that's all it is. I think he's just been off track, but he's recovered it back. So let's find ourselves... well, we've got a battle here. Dark Mark and Whale. Not much of a battle. It's the two Aston Martins. So Whale will be a good boy and let his teammate through, who will now go after Ozers, who you wouldn't expect to be able to put up too much of a defence. And Ozers is in fact. So Dark Mark will get the DRS. Is Whale following him? Yes, he is. Mark is having, I know touch wood as I say this, I definitely don't want to curse him, but he's having an absolutely blistering race. Absolutely fantastic. Really is. Almost 7 laps on his soft. This is interesting, isn't it? It really is, because Mamo should be able to do another lap or 2 on these softs, and then put another set of softs on to go to the end, or even a set of mediums. He's got them to make sure of getting to the end, while the other 2 will be driving presumably to get to the end on their softs, but are definitely going to be in heavy puncture territory by the end of the race. Oh! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Archie! Fastest laps coming up. Sniper has picked himself up a pen as well, by the way. So is Mamo. So our top 3 drivers currently have all picked up pens. Yes, Paella, absolutely, most definitely. If Carsey and Sniper have to pit again, Mamo is most definitely running as net P1 currently, and he will pit, presumably, the end of either this lap or next. I'll be taking a look at my tyres and saying, can you manage another lap? Because then that way I don't have to worry about the tyres next time round, as Archie does indeed have to take to the pits to retire. He had warned us that we may need to, so... could be Halen. I don't know. It's really hard to know exactly where everybody sort of really is right now, as Mamo is into the pits. I think that's sensible. I think coming in there was the right thing to do. Surely another set of softs. It is another set of softs. Now, yeah, I mean, it's 10 laps. There's still a lot to ask of the softs, isn't it? As we've seen, but again, it's obviously a lot lighter on fuel now, and etc. etc. His only problem is having to get through other drivers, I think. That's his only problem, but he's got a bit of track to run into. But the only thing is, if he'd have maybe stayed another lap, it's just he'd have had an extra lap advantage over the front two. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. We don't really have any battles now, apart from as Mamo catches people. We have got a Mirage and Dark Mark, actually. Mirage has caught onto the back of Dark Mark. So, and this is exactly what Mamo is catching onto. So it's not ideal for Mamo. It doesn't look like Mirage is going to put up too much of a fight. I think Mamo will be pretty thankful for that. And the fact that you can see the red light blinking on the back of Dark Mark's car. So we get DRS. That car that we could see ahead was Batikaki in a McLaren who has taken to the pits. He puts himself up 5 seconds going in. Mamo with DRS will of course stay ahead of Dark Mark. Now he's got 7.5 seconds of cleared space to drive into. This is where he can really pick up times. Yeah. Well, you used hards, didn't you, in the sprint, Archie? So that'd be why it put 30% on. Fatal and F1 Pro make what will be their final pit stops, going to fresh softs, and James as well. One of those battles, isn't it? I think these guys will probably realise that they're battling each other for as high as they could be. See, there is a question mark over these guys. They were hards first stint and then to mediums. They are the only ones looking to try and one-stop this race, but surely it's going to be incredibly difficult to get these mediums to the end, you would think. Doing 15 laps. If my memory serves me right, I think they pitted lap... Well, I think Mirage pitted lap 13 and Dark Mark 14? Is that right? No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Dark Mark pitted first. Or it's 14 and 15, I can't remember. Whatever it was, they are trying to get the end on these tyres. The Red Bull's doing very, very well. 7th and 8th at the moment. Again, they're going to be trying to get to the end on those tyres, but it's, again, there really is a lot of question marks over who can actually get their tyres to the end. In comes Carsey. Carsey is in. Sniper continues on. Wow, okay. Carsey was obviously looking at his tyre wear and thinking, no, can't do it. They will explode. Sniper maybe looking at his and thinking, I need a bit of luck maybe, but I could perhaps get into the end. Carsey is exiting just ahead of Dark Mark in P4, so he's got some work to do. Mamo 3.5 seconds up the road, and Carsey's just generated a bit of heat in the tyres to get going. So right now, essentially Rapid is maybe running P1, although Mamo is taking absolute lumps out of him, so where should I be watching, guys? Whether we see a battle anywhere. We got this one going on, but I got a feeling that Mirage probably isn't in any rush to get past Dark Mark. He's probably quite happy to sit close to him, not right on the gearbox, but closer to him, so he's getting DRS. And if he does go for a move, it's likely to be on the last lap. So, right, Sniper Monkey reacts. Sniper Monkey is in on the next lap, but I think he's lost an absolute mountain of time, guys. I'm looking at where Carsey is, and surely, yeah, he's lost a horrendous amount of time via the undercut. So Dark Mark and Mirage both go through on him. One of the Red Bulls is in. Iron Marshall is in. Looking at the track map, he is going to drop. There's James. That Ferrari going into the final corner is James. He is P12. Interestingly. So, looks like James is going to go through. Yeah, so Iron Marshall's going to have a bit of work to do, but with beautiful tyres to do it with. He does come out P13, so he does come out ahead of F1 Pro. So he needs one place, and all the drivers ahead of him have got penalties. As Mamo picks up another penalty. He's with Rapid now. If you look behind, that is Carsey, but Mamo, I believe, just have a quick look. Yeah, he's got 6 seconds now. Here he goes then to take the lead of the race on track, but look, that's Carsey. He sets fastest lap of the race. He's on the outside here of Mamo. Good, they'll deny it until the cows come home, but they're good friends off track. But on track, they will race each other as hard as they possibly can, but I'm afraid on this occasion those 3 laps and the extra 3 seconds now for Mamo is what's going to make the difference there. Sniper's just gotten ahead of Mirage there, and he, I'm sure, will make pretty short work of Dark Mark. Dark Mark might try and use him as a way of creating a second to Mirage though. I don't think he's going to be able to. No. So, through goes Sniper. He's back up to P4 on track, but of course, at the moment, Dark Mark and Mirage still within penalty range of him. And at the moment, depending on Rapid's tyres, well, no, 7.5 seconds for Sniper to catch Rapid in 3 laps, but you fancy him. You fancy him doing that. There's a massive question mark over whether Rapid's tyres will actually get into the end here. Jeff and all that is in the pits on the inside there. Aiden, this race is full of surprises. It is indeed. We're actually ending F1-23 much like we started it, because if you remember all the way back to the start of this game when we first did Qatar, we had this exact type of race where it was a sprint weekend and it was just like this, and it was so exciting. It was fantastic. James up to P10, gets past Floyd on the straight. Floyd doing well today. Well done, Floydie. Iron Marshall, by the way, is up to P12. Mac is still out there. He hasn't pitted, so he is looking to nurse those tyres through to the end, but he is in P8. And for Iron Marshall, all things going well, he should actually gain places through the penalties, if anything. So the prediction at the moment is looking good for yes. But there is a big question mark over these medium tyres. Just as there is over these medium tyres as well. As Rapid crosses the line to start lap 28, the penultimate lap of the race. But this is Sniper, and that is Rapid just ahead. There's 7.5 seconds are already 2 seconds. They've both got the same 3-second penalty. Worth the penalties. Marshall gets ahead of Floyd on track. I'm going to be very, very shocked if we don't see any more punctures before the end of this. I'll be amazed if we don't see any more punctures. We've got 13 laps for Floyd, 13 laps for Matt, 12 laps for Mirage, 13 laps for Mark, 14 laps for Rapid, who's about to lose out. Oh, come on, lads. Well. Oh! Looks like he almost loses it then. So Rapid goes back through. And now, what we're going to see now is actually how you do make a move in F1. BRS. Open. Look at the straight line speed that Rapid's got. Jeez. Sniper has to turn it on in the end for the overtake, but does get it done comfortably there. That is how you make an overtake. And as predicted, Mirage does make the overtake down the straight on Dart Mark. So up to P5 goes Mirage. Mirage and Dart Mark for drive of the day. Both up places. Up 2 for Mirage, up 5 for Dart Mark in the race. Started P20 in a sprint, but he started P20 because he was on a phone call. Well, I'm not overly sure about that. Ozers is in the mix as well, mind. He's up 6 places in the race. We've got a yellow flag. We've got yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where, but we've got one somewhere. Here comes Carsey up to the final corner for the last time tonight, and it's been an absolute brilliant race. It really has been a superb race tonight, guys. Carsey takes the win in Qatar. Mamo finishes P2, and he will keep that ahead of Sniper Monkey, despite having the extra penalty. He will keep that place. Sniper finishes P3. Rapid P4 does get to the end. Mirage in P5. Dart Mark P6. Operator 17. Jeffinal 18. Ozers is rounding the final corner now. He will take P7 with Whale right on the back of him, but Ozers pen free. Whale not. Mac for Red Bull, P9, James, P10, I Am Marshall, P11. By 32 thousandths, he missed out on getting James there for a 10th place finish on debut. But the 2 Red Bulls do both finish in the top 12, so the answer is yes to the prediction. So congratulations to anybody's put yes. Floyd Pink, P12, F1 Pro has crashed his car over the line by the looks of it for P14. Fatal Defiance, because of penalties, jumps up to P13. Moving Brandon down to 14, F1 Pro 15, F Lewis will come across P16, although he's ghosting. I don't know how long he's been ghosting for. Operator Jeff, what we've already said. Vatikaki P19. There we have it. Well, that 22 onwards fuel saving, yeah. It eats it, doesn't it, around here? And it's, but yeah, let's sort that out first before I forget it. So manage prediction, choose outcome. The answer was yes, you did both finish in the top 12, so congratulations, guys. Complete the prediction, and that is all paid out. Well done, lads. Ransdell, not one for you tonight, mate, unfortunately. It was looking so good in the sprint, but then it went a bit wrong. So that's the way to be, though, Hayden. That's the way to be. Don't be a betting man. Something like that, just for fun, is Okay, but don't do the actual betting. Keep your hard-earned money. So, podium places go to Carsey as race winner. Mamo P2 and Sniper P3. Oh, hang on, why? Jump. Oh no, he did get P3. Yeah, of course, he did get ahead and Rapid in the end, didn't he? So yeah, Sniper P3. Rapid in the NP4, Mirage, don't mark. There they are, all are in a way. Fastest lap of the race went to Ransdell, who did a 1:22.116. Nice. For an extra point there, Ransdell. Let's quickly just go to the incidents. And we'll just scroll through them for the stewards. A lot of them, although 95% of them, I'd imagine, are exceeded track limits or warnings or whatever for going over the white line. There we go. Right then. Car C. Let's get Car C in. Mamo in. And Sniper doesn't do interviews. So, yeah, we'll just go with those then, I think, guys. No problem, Ransdell.
Hello.
Hello. Just make sure you include your audio, guys. And I'll do it on yours as well. There you go. Right, just the two of you tonight, Kirsty and Mamo. Sniper doesn't do interviews, so there we go. Right, okay, Mamo, let's speak to you first. It was looking like you were in with a chance all the way through, pretty much, especially when they had to pit again. The extra 3 seconds in the end probably was the moment where you think, oh, that's probably done it. But yeah, but any sort of lap advantage on the tyres, it made such a big difference today.
Yeah, did. I will not lie, I am very annoyed because I really should have won that race. It's not often I get the chance to do that, and I should have. And I was slow. I made 1 or 2 mistakes, and then I got the extra 3 seconds, which, as you say, just kind of ended all hope. I'll take a P. If I was offered P2 at the start, I would have taken it. But with the way it all worked out, and RC and Sniper not having the tires they thought they would have, I really should have won. But well, well.
Yeah, I guess it's just the way it's worked out. I think we were all sort of hoping, actually, I must admit, you were saying in the chat as well, we were hoping that you were going to be able to one-stop it. A couple of drivers did one-stop and did very well, and we were hoping that's what you were doing. But then, obviously, when you switched to softs, we realised that wasn't what you were doing. Did you think at any point about maybe doing that?
No, I did not.
The,
how those guys made it work, I'm not really sure. Maybe a lot of people lost a lot of time battling with each other, and that allowed them to do that, because on raw pace, that should not work. So how it did, I don't know. But no, I was never going to try it, no.
Well, one of the debutants, Mac, managed to do a one-stop for Red Bull. So well done, Mac, on that. He's in the chat at the moment. So well
Shout
done,
out, Mac. Love you, man.
And but yeah, there were some others as well, and that was Mirage and Dark Mark both managed to one-stop it, and they finished very nicely in 5 and 6. So fair play to them. I don't really know what else to say. Did you enjoy it tonight, though? Have you enjoyed the race?
I did have a lot of fun up until until I realized that I ruined it, and then then I didn't enjoy the rest of it. But Qatar's a really fun track to do.
Yeah.
And you only get like 2 laps of fun before the tire's dead, so you kind of have to enjoy those 2. Yeah, it's very weird, but I mean the element of that, and it all mixes everything up. It adds an extra bit of excitement to it as well.
Yeah. Okay, Carsey, will come to you. Congratulations for a race win tonight. Again, I must admit there was a moment there where I thought, hang on, they're pitting laps with 12 laps to go till fresh set of softs. They got to pit again. Mainly because we saw another driver on lap 9 pick up a puncture on the softs, so that's how we knew. But yeah, at that point, I thought you'd blown it. I'll be honest, I did think you'd blown it because we knew Mamo had already pitted and was going to the end. But yeah, just take us through it, man.
Yeah, Sniper and I both, our plan was to go, well, I was planning to go soft, medium, soft, and then he was planning on going hard, medium, medium, but then with the VSC, we put it early, so I was like, oh, I'll just do soft, medium, medium then. But
Yeah.
I only had one set of mediums for some reason, and
Yeah,
so did Sniper.
because it was a sprint weekend, yeah.
Yeah, but last time we raced here for Qatar Sprint, I had two sets of mediums, but one of the sets was the set I used in the sprint. Because I remember I was winning that race until I went on to that second set of mediums, which were like 50 odd percent, and that's how I lost the race to Danny because the mediums I was on were worn from the sprint.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that was a mistake in the game when it was released.
Yeah,
and then
right, okay.
in an update they corrected it.
Okay, because I was assuming the same thing would happen, which is why I didn't use the mediums in the sprint, right? Or else, because the mediums are definitely faster in the sprint. And then, so I didn't have them, and I knew it pitted early, and I got to like lap, what was it, like 16 or 15 or something, and my mediums were on 70%, and I only had one new set of soft and one used set of soft, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to have to pit two more times, which is never the plan, and it, as Sam said, I absolutely gifted the win to it, and then he just gifted it back to me with a couple of things, with a slow pit entry, which made him be behind Rapid at a worse part of the track, so he couldn't just DRS past him, which let me catch up like a second, and then obviously just that slow pit entry maybe lost him another second. So, and then the penalties as well. So if it wasn't for that, he should have pretty easily had it, but I'll take it. It was just flat out driving the whole time since the VSC, you know what I mean? No trying to conserve, because I knew that even if I did, I wouldn't be making it, so yeah, it was just flat out.
I mean, with the VSC, I think you did the right thing. You were on 5 laps at that point on your soft tyres, so they can't have been great.
Yeah.
And you got the opportunity to pit, so you did the right thing in pitting. I was really surprised that you got through the whole pit stop with the VSC still out. See, it had already been out for quite a long time.
I was still in the pit lane when it disappeared, but I'd say it was only away for maybe like 5 seconds, when I was there. So I got 90% of it.
Screen, it was still up when you.
No,
when
it did go when I was in the pits, but I already had my stop and all, so I was just driving, towards the end of it. So I'd say 90% of the pit stop, it was under VSC. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, but what about you for enjoyment? Did you enjoy doing that? It was sort of deliberately done to be Qatar.
Yeah.
Because it was fun last time. So was it the same tonight?
No, yeah, the unpredictability of it's great. It was very good fun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Again, it was fantastic to watch. We didn't quite know who was doing what strategy. Well, we didn't know at all who was doing what strategy wise, and and there's all those bits at the end because we've seen people pick up punches already on certain laps. So. And then people are going a little bit further on the on the later stints with the lower fuel loads and that, and so it was interesting because you never quite knew who was going to get to the end and who wasn't and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a fun watch. So there we go. There it is. Again, shout out to the two Red Bull boys that did both finish in the top 12. So the prediction was a yes to this week. So congratulations to anybody who put on that. And that has been paid out. Do you guys know where we are next week?
Austria.
Oh, Austria. Okay. The RS train. Heaven or hell.
Terrible track.
You look at it. Yeah, it's the easiest track in the game, and it's just DRS are about 70% of the lap.
Everyone was voting to get rid of China, and then last minute, for some reason, people changed to Austria. Or people were voting to get rid of Austria, and then last minute they changed to China.
Yeah,
and I don't even like China, but I'd race it 10 times before I'd race Austria once.
Yeah, I agree. So, there we are. Yeah, well, never mind. What about you, Mamo? Do you feel much the same about Austria?
I'm rubbish. turn 3, every single time, almost every single lap, I lose about half a second to everyone on the exit of turn 3, and I don't know why. It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Brand still says Austria is doo-doo, so yeah.
Rand still knows what's up.
F1 loves Austria. Well, yeah, well, you're young. You're young. You don't know. You don't understand yet, F1 F1 Pro. Right, okay, guys, that's it for tonight. So, thank you to everybody that's watched along with me and kept me entertained in the chat as well. Thanks to everybody who watched the stream back at a later point. Really appreciate it as always. I hope you've enjoyed it tonight. I will see you again next Tuesday, 8 o'clock for Austria with WAOF1. Back to the usual full qualifying 50% race. And I will see you Friday. No, hang on. I'll see you tomorrow night for the F2 series, mini-series.
Oh, I'll be watching that.
So, yeah, don't forget to join me tomorrow night. It is a 5-race mini-series from now to the end of the F1-23 game. And we are starting at Silverstone tomorrow night. So F2, WAOF1, or WAOF2 we've called it. F2, oh god, that's confusing. WAOF2 series. So yeah, come and join me for that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock again. I'll explain all that in the stream tomorrow night. Other than that, I'll be back on Friday for PRF1. See you then. Good night, God bless, see you soon.